All right, hey guys, Tom back from HID Projectors. This is like a phase 2. If you watched the previous video, we showed you how to install shrouds and prep some of the projectors. I've got a different set here that we're installing. This is going on a Pathfinder light, so this is going to be applicable to anybody doing a DIY kit for like an Xterra or a Frontier or just about any vehicle that has a halogen bulb, and you're going to use the shaft mounted projectors like we've got here. These are the bi-LED projectors. All we've done so far is we put the 4 screws in, we've mounted up the shrouds, we depinned the high beam. We showed you guys how to do that in the last video, and we prepped these by putting the fat washer, or the washer with the fat beveled piece on the bottom. So now we prepped our housing here by removing the bulb shield, and you're going to route your high beam wires through this hole here, and then the low beam wires through the larger hole at the top. So in order to do that, just simply do it, right? Pretty easy to do. High beam wires go in one at a time. Just take your time. Of course, I like to do this sitting down, but standing up works too, which is what I'm doing today, trying to make this work basically one-handed with one eye through the camera, the other eye through through the on the side here. Okay, so now I like to take this just loosely. You can see my wires may get bound up, so I'm just going to loosely set this in, flip the light over, and then grab my high beam wires. There's one, and sometimes I'll grab a pair of pliers, and I'll grab the other one like this, and just kind of feed it through. There we go. Come on, buddy. You're too good for your home. There we go. Okay, so nice and easy. No more yank on these wires. They're really small. So now we've got this through. We're going to take your metal washer, and those are going to route the wires, your low beam wires, through the metal washer, just like this. And it will find its home right here. The high beam wires out of the way. And then you'll take your nut here and do the same thing. Now we're going to get this just kind of finger tight for now, and I'll show you guys how we can get a pretty good approximation of the alignment. Get those high beam wires out of the way. Okay, so spin that on, and then just kind of get it somewhat hand tight. So now if we take a closer look here, let's take a look at the back of the housing. So you can see this horizontal line on the back of the projector, and you can also see some horizontal lines on the reflector of the shroud. We want to get those to be parallel. If you look here, we're angled up too far, so we're going to take the projector from the front and give it a little twist. Okay, give it a twist until it's nice and lined up, and then this is where you're going to get the ballpark, right? You're always going to want to install these on your vehicle and do a test fit to make sure you're perfectly aligned to the perfect horizontal, and then the vehicle is going to change based on the height of your vehicle and on any suspension modifications or anything like that. So now you'll take your tool here. I'm just using these strong needle nose pliers to lock it in. Pretty tight, but not He-Man. You can see I probably want to make just one small little adjustment again to bring this back to horizontal. So I'll do that now by just giving it a little twist, and then I'll get that lined up perfectly. So now I'll blow everything off. We'll clean this all up, run some new butyl over around the channel, reattach our bezel and our lens, goes back in the oven for about 20 minutes at about 225 degrees Fahrenheit, and then we will clamp everything again, let it cool, put the screws back in from the back side, right? These 4 screws, let it all cool down, and you're ready to roll. So if you got any questions, guys, hit us up at sales@HIDprojectors.com or give us a call at 716-662-3479. We'd be happy to help you out. Thanks for watching.